What is up? What is love? Okay, yeah. Okay, I think I'm good. Mm-hmm.
Y'all heard it here first.
Y'all heard it here first. I can't stand her. Y'all heard it here first. Okay, I think we're in business.
Hey, what's happening? Hey, what's happening? Hey, what's happening?
So incredibly late.
We are frightened of Cornova.
Mm-hmm. Let's see, where is mine? Aha.
We are frightened of Cornova.
Hey, man. Hey, man, where you been?
Hey everyone, Kenny from Nashville here. And after a long day of listening to some crappy death metal, I like to unwind with the Eric Zane Show podcast.
No, you don't.
Yeah.
You don't like to unwind.
Here's your host, Eric Zane.
Thank you, Kenny. Thank you, Kenny. What's going on? I saw online that Kenny is working hard on that Ms. Pac-Man video game. The dude, his hobby is he's got this addiction to big, giant, old school stand-up video games. So did you see, if you're a friend of Kenny's, you saw the big weekend project was putting the word move under the joystick. He's actually got all the decals. You know, and if he's going to go back to the 1980s, you know, while he's playing stand-up video games, he's got to be getting like some stink finger on the side. Yeah, you know things are back to normal if I'm referencing stink finger thing. All right, what's going on? Boy, I just made myself a whole hell of a lot busier because the folks at Affordable Limousine sent me a thing. They go, hey, we just had some jobs open up. You want to take this gig? And I go, and I'm like, boy, I got a couple things cooking, so maybe I can. What the hell, I'll do it. So all of a sudden, what was going to be like, wrap up the podcast and like kind of fart around. Now all of a sudden, I'm like jammed down with things to do. Welcome back. Just pile it on. But I'm glad to have the work. And, again, I can't stress enough how good it is to be back amongst the living. Such a foreign, fucked up thing death is. And I'm going to talk a little bit more about that in just a second. But before I do, I think I'm onto something with the whole go to Jason Mays' website. And this isn't an ad. It's just basically what I'm doing. As you know, JM Synthetics, I've been like, oh, yeah, go ahead. And if you buy anything, I'll give you a hat. I'll send you a hat. And I've unloaded a couple, 2 or 3. And I have maybe one left. But then, I want to be able to keep that going. So the idea was all of those records in that crate over there, I want to give away the damn records. So then Adam says, hey, well, I want the records. And I'm like, well, no, I'm going to keep doing it this way where he wanted to buy them. I go, nah, I don't want to do that. I want to give them away. And I wanted to do it with Jason. So the idea is you go and you buy something from Jason, then I'm going to send you an actual record. I got all these old school records. And so I would sign it if you want or not. And the one that comes up now is your Eric Zane Show podcast Spotlight Amsoil album of the week. It's Nazareth's Hair of the Dog. Okay, now the artwork is legendary. It's not the best, but it is still synonymous with an old school album cover here. Now, I'm not sure what the hell this is supposed to be here, what the boys in the band Nazareth were thinking, but it's really dark. It's looks to be some 3-headed mystical creature with wings. Easy to see why the parents didn't want you listening to this shit. This is stuff right out of a nightmare. Yellow eyes, looks like, I don't know, man, fucking Stu McAllister's family portrait or something going on here. Standing on a mountain of, looks like skulls. I can't even see what this is. I need a better look at this. Put on my eyes here. Yeah, all various bony type of things. And it looks like that the creature is kind of rising out of the water here. So this is actually quite a historic piece of. It's an album that is historic because of, I think, just the one song. Hang on. Putting on sunglasses or glasses when you have the headphones on is a real bitch. Hair of the Dog is the one song. That's the legendary Now You're Messing with a Son of a Bitch. And I'll get into that in a second. But it also has 7 other songs, including Miss Misery, Love Hurts. That was a big hit tune. Or that was a big hit too, Love Hurts. It's like the slow one, you know. Beggar's Day, Rose in the Heather, Whiskey Drinking Woman, and Please Don't Judas Me. Dan McCafferty, Manny Charlton, Pete Agnew, and Daryl Sweet make up Nazareth. I think they're Scottish. Adam would know. Well, anyway, this is one of the records that you can get. So you buy the shit from Jason, and then I'll give you the record. I'll send it to you. So it got me thinking, you could actually go ahead and pick apart any rock song, and the lyrics are always beyond fucked. And you can say the same thing about and the song Hair of the Dog is no exception. So now I can't play the song for you, but it's amazing that something written as poorly as this would do as well as it has, and it's clearly the melody and the chorus are the only thing that drive the song, because the lyrics are absolute shit of the song Hair of the Dog. Now this would make any old school rock list top 100 of all time. Guns N' Roses did a version of it. And so I'm just looking at the lyrics, and it's pretty shitty because it goes Heartbreaker, Soul Shaker. You can hear it in your head as I say it. He wrote Heartbreaker, Soul Shaker. Huh. So he's talking about some chick. He's mad at some chick. Heartbreaker, Soul Shaker. I've been told about you. Okay, and this is where it already gets off the rails. If you start out by calling a chick a heartbreaker and a soul shaker, that's some pretty strong stuff. And it could be that she broke his heart, or he's just been told about her, because he says heartbreaker, soul shaker. I've been told about you. He may not have experienced the heartbreaking or the soul shaking firsthand. So he's kind of like getting out in front of it. And he's like, fuck you. I'm not going to fall for this shit. I've been told about you. Steamroller Midnight Shoulder is the next line. All right. He's calling her a steamroller, I guess. Heavy construction equipment reference. And I don't know. Steamroller Midnight Shoulder. I don't know what exactly is going on at this point in the song, and we're only a handful of words in. Starts out calling her a heartbreaker and a soul shaker, and he says, I'm well aware of you, and then calls her a steamroller, and then says Midnight Shoulder. What the fuck does that mean? Steamroller, Midnight Shoulder, what they've been saying must be true. Okay? This is where it gets even more fucked in the song Hair of the Dog. Red Hot Mama, and then the next 3 words are Downlight Charmer. Okay? Now, Red Hot Mama, Downlight Charmer doesn't work, doesn't rhyme. So what does the dude do? He takes charmer and murders the word and says something that rhymes with mama. Chama. Charmer becomes chama. Well, that's just fucked. So Red Hot Mama, Downlight Chama. Time's come to pay your dues. So it sounds like he's going to beat her up or something. Like he knows she's a jackass. She's a real asshole. But now he wants to hurt her or something. Is that what I'm being led to believe? And judging by the album cover with the three-headed Stu McAllister coming out of the water on the Mountain of Bones, I would say perhaps. Okay. And then they go to the chorus. Now you're messing with and then it's parentheses, a son of a bitch. Now you're messing with a son of a bitch. Now you're messing with a son of a bitch. Now you're messing with a son of a bitch. Verse 2. All right, the song is officially off the rails now with talking, jiving, poison ivy. Talking, jiving, poison ivy. Okay. Hold on. Hey, stop. No more. When she licks the paws, I'm not paying attention. You got to stop, honey. Okay. Talking, jiving, poison ivy. You ain't gonna cling to me. Okay, so get it, poison ivy. It kind of works. You ain't gonna. You're talking shit, and you're like poison ivy. There's no chance you're gonna cling to me. All right. Man taker, bone faker is the next line. I have no idea. Seriously, talking, jiving, poison ivy. You ain't gonna cling to me. Man taker, bone faker. I don't think bone faker, those words have ever been used in succession in the history of the English language. A bone faker? What could this guy possibly be meaning with bone faker? Oh my God. I ain't so blind I can't see. So it goes talking, jiving, poison ivy. You ain't going to cling to me. Man taker, bone faker. Fuck. I ain't so blind I can't see. And then we're back to red hot mama, down like chama. Time's come to pay your dues. And then that's it. There isn't enough. All it is for the rest of the song is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different renditions of the chorus. What an absolute shit show song this is. Just 2 verses. 2 verses and then the chorus. That's it. So the Heartbreaker Soul Shaker verse. And then the talking, jiving, poison ivy verse. That's it. What an easy fucking piece of shit song. And these guys based a whole career on it. They got a full cowbell orchestra. Nazareth, Hair of the Dog. Somebody buy something from Jason and get this shit show record off my hands. My God. I used to like that song till I saw those lyrics. Holy crap. Okay. Kind of a compact show. I apologize for the late start. I did the Smarter Than a Former Drug Dealer trivia with Dale. That was fun. A great game with Nick, Patriot Nick. I'll let you listen to that so you can figure out what happened. There was $50 on the line from Bennett Flooring Installation. In fact, I did not draw another competitor for the game. So I'm going to do that right now. Red Hot Mama, Baba Chama, Lee Kohler, Kollar. You're up. Thank you. Time's come to pay your dues. Da, 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 da. I am canceling appearances. I had scheduled to be out and about Friday at Great Lakes Winery, Brewery, and Distillery. Please drop by there and buy a bottle of wine. But I am kind of just going to take a step back from kind of doing FaceTime in public things for a little while. I just think, God, I just got a real bad feeling, a bad vibe about it all. The idea that going and hanging out and being around people so close to the end of the kidney journey. I just want to play it safe, and it's kind of in the forefront of my brain with the passing of my mother to COVID. And it's been a little weird in terms of I keep reading about amounts of people that have gotten sick. So I just want to keep it, reel it in a little bit, if you will. So I had planned on being at Great Legs on Friday, but I think we're going to kick that can down the road, and I'll let you know when we decide that we're going to go down that road again and do it. It shouldn't be too long. Well, it'll probably be, frankly, after I get operated on, now that I think about it. Or I don't know. I just the spider sense is going off on me about the whole thing, and it would just feel kind of weird right now. Not to mention, I had planned on doing something with Harbor Humane. They're having this gigantic pet costume contest. Harbor Humane check out their website if you want the full details about that event going on Saturday. I'm still talking about the event. They're still having it. I just won't be around for that. So thank you for understanding. Talking about the passing of my mother real quick. I was talking with Joanne from Great Legs, and she had one of her parents passed away like 5 years ago, and the words were, "It's something you never get over," and I absolutely believe that. But I also said, though, it's you sharing with me your experiences and lifting me and anyone else up who is going through this as we speak is a gift, and your experience and you sharing that with me about just coping and things like that is an absolute gift. And so yeah, I would agree with that. You would probably never get over that, but you're all of the living, so you all pick up the pieces and you do your thing. But I can't stress enough how much I am. It seems like when I was looking at the Facebook feedback, the amount of you all listening who either just had this happen to you, losing a parent, or are going through it now with elderly parents. And it just is that whole thing of we all go through this at one time or another. Some of you are in the middle of it right now, and I'm really, really thinking about you. Yeah, my mother's passing has taught me yet another lesson about humility and understanding and being at peace with things and helping others. It truly, she is, and to be open to that is all key. So again, I give her and God all the credit, and I just bless anyone, ask for blessings for you if you are experiencing that. Okay. And thanks again. I just cannot stress this enough, how much it was every time I would look at things electronically during those dark days, and I was like, son of a bitch, look at this group, man. They are just awesome. Thank you. No radio job for your pal Eric. And it's okay. It's not a huge deal. The only part of it's like it hasn't yet completely let go of me, the desire to want to work on the radio. But I was talking to a friend of mine who said, yeah, dude, it's like you got a great thing here. And it's like, you're right, I do. And but I don't know. I just have some type of draw back to it, I guess, probably because I spent so many years doing it. But as you know, I reached out and tried to get possibly in a spot to be a sidekick on JoJo Girard's show on WFGR here in Grand Rapids. And, I never got a call or anything like that. It was weird, though, because I reached out to the dude who was in charge there. And I thought for sure I could at least get like an audition. But no, I didn't get any damn thing. It was I thought it would be interesting to actually be inside of that building. And I wanted to go back into that building because that's the same building I worked at when I was at GRD. And I just wanted to see, because they renovated the whole damn place. And frankly, I just wanted to see it. And I just thought it would be so ridiculously weird to be in there working with JoJo, even for just one day. And knowing that just down the hall, the Greg and Chris and Steve and those guys were there. But no, not to be. And I kind of didn't really expect that. But I reached out to them because, and I give the guy credit who's running the show over there. Typically in radio, they just ghost you, and they just don't even, like, if you send I was impressed to even get an email back that said, hey, we got your stuff. Thank you for being interested in the position. We'll let you know what's going on. And I didn't hear anything. So then I reached out to the dude in charge. I go, hey, is there still any, I just want closure, And they said, well, and the guy wrote, well, we're down to 2 candidates. And I'm like, and that's all he said. And I'm like, well, okay, so I'm not one of those. I mean, you haven't called me. I haven't heard from you. There's no way I'm one of those that go, no, you're not. I'm like, well, I mean, I wish you would have said that to begin with, but all right, I understand you're probably busy. But so there you go. That's not happening as I continue. It's again, that was something that I wanted to do almost like as a fun thing, but no big deal. Got a lot of different irons in the fire. I've got you, and that's honestly all I need. I'm in a really good spot, and I'm very, very fortunate to have all of you. Okay. And you happen to see Bill Cosby's mugshot. Holy shit. Now, I don't know why he needed another one, frankly. But God, the dude, he looks like Black Krusty the Clown. I don't know why I couldn't say that. I murdered that joke. He's smiling like an asshole, and he's got like one shock of hair sticking out like Krusty, and then massive receding hairline. He looks like the way a guy in his mid-80s who loves rape would look like. But my God, is it fucked up? And this big ass smile on the guy, and it looks like he's got that disease where half his face is turning a light color. What is that, vitiligo? He's got all these weirdo black guy freckles on his face. It's just fucked. And I'm not even sure why this unnerving photo needed to be taken in the first place. They had to take a picture of him on September 4th at a place known as the SCI Phoenix State Prison in Pennsylvania. Reps for the prison. No, this is it. They told TMZ they update the inmates' mugshots periodically because their appearance can change. I'll say, and Cosby was due for a new one. He looks like if Grady from Sanford and Son were to be dead for like 10 days, and then somebody took a picture of him, except there's a smile. Oh my God. He looks horrible. In prison 3 to 10 years. He started the prison sentence in 2018. God, fuck, he might get out. What do you think? Cosby, they said, wasn't happy about posing for his mugshot back in the one in 2018, but he appears now to be pretty happy. Holy shit, I think he's blind as a bat. I'll link that up for you. You can check it out. Bill Cosby in his latest mugshot. He just looks absolutely ridiculous. Little feedback on the free podcast. Thank you so much, Jason Mays, talking about the letter from my mother. What a treasured thing that is. If you missed it on the free podcast, you must check it out. It was the very last thing I did. I read a letter that it took my mother 20 years to put her final thoughts to it and put pen to paper, a note to me to be read upon her passing. This is something I want to do, but I think I need to, to honor her, I would need to take my time with it. And I'd probably have to get all of my anger out of my system before I did that. Jason says, laminate it and frame it in your studio. And I wrote back and said, that is the plan. You are so right, man. Oh, what a heirloom. What a wonderful gift that is from my mother. Laura, Stella Fly Laura. She wrote, I hope my boys love me as much as you love your mother, Zane. Well, I mean, that is a fantastic thing to say, and I'm sure that they will. When I started reading the letter, a lot of you were like, uh-oh, here we go. And it's just, yeah, that's to be expected. Stevie the Toe, my God, she's probably sitting there and all she wants to do is.
I want to see O'Neill all the time.
Yeah.
Hi, O'Neill.
And she's like, here we go. Here come the waterworks. Should have drank some claws.
Hi, O'Neill.
Definitely not drinking some claws. I forgot who wrote this one. I didn't save the name. It might have been Laura. It says, I'm at the office. Just close the door. Stevie said, yep, I have to go to the office in a little while. I saw a screenshot, or not a screenshot, but a picture taken by Red State Dirk. Apparently, I got to his sensitive ass with that, and he was just weeping his ass off. I love you so much, Dirk, and all of you. Man, I can feel it. I can feel you. He took a picture of all of the snot rags. His computer, it just made him a mess. Well, all right. We're all in this together. A little roll call on the show. Patriot, Nick. Wow. Man, you got to check out Nick on Smarter Than a Former Drug Dealer Trivia today. We even had he was out working. I tell you, the guy can do like 5 things at once. He's doing trivia, hitting reverse. You hear beep, 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 whatever the hell he's doing his work. That was awesome. Dirk says, don't make me cry again. Don't worry, man. We're past that. We're moving on. We're good. I'm not going to do that to you. Just the one. Kevin in Muskegon, man. Says it was definitely something. The Tarantula Farmer. Congratulations to the Tarantula Farmer getting married to Christina over the weekend on Friday. That was the wedding that I was supposed to officiate. But obviously this happened. In fact, he was like the first person I called. I was like, buddy, this is what's up. And he goes, hey, man, that's okay. We got a backup plan. We're good to go. And so happy. Congratulations. My gosh. I'm just so happy for you. So there you go. Off and running. We're back. We're alive. We're queer. We're here. We're here. We're queer. Get used to it. Okay. Folks, I got to run. I hate to make it so short, but I am going to go drive. I'm going to do some driving with my boys. Got the limo work to do, so I'm going to do that. Okay. Thanks again, folks. I'll talk to you down the road.